Hey everyone, this is Ash, and we're going to be doing the Booktube newbie tag. I'm a fairly small, new channel, so, and I've seen some videos on people doing the newbie tag, and thought that it might be interesting to try it out myself. So, number 1, why did you start this channel? Honestly, I wanted to create a space where I can share my thoughts about books and also cultivate a discussion with other channels and other people who comment in the videos. Although I'm fairly new and I know that there isn't much activity going on in my channel, I did want to have a space where I could just send out whatever is going in my head about books and writing and other sorts of knickknacks. But yeah, I just wanted to create something, just like start making videos, so that's why I started this channel. Number 2, what are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? I guess my opinions and my sense of personality. When I look back at my videos, I kind of think that I'm a very stoic type of person. I tend to be very level-headed, very reserved, or just apathetic about how I present myself. So I think I can just give my opinions and my thoughts about certain books and content, and I'll see if I can work on stuff that's trending, perhaps video essays, things that I find relevant. So yeah, that's how I can contribute. 3, what are you most excited for about this new channel? Just the content. I'm mostly excited about reaching out to other people, other booktubers, and creating a community. That's something that I've always wanted to grasp, a sense of belonging almost. I always thought it'd be nice to have feedback from other YouTubers or other people, and we can discuss on the latest books that we're reading, whatever works and doesn't work for YouTube channels. That's what I'm excited about. Number 4, why do you love reading? I've always loved reading when I was a kid. I just love reading works that I just find very interesting and intriguing and that catches my eye, and stuff that I gravitate towards. I love to read, and then through that love to write. I think the two go in hand together very well. They're married very well. If I just see a really well-crafted sentence, my head will just light up and it will stick with me for a very long time. And I love that feeling. And I love reading something that I know that I'll like. For example, books by Haruki Murakami. He's my comfort writer, and I've been reading books. I've been reading Norwegian Wood, Wind-Up Bird Chronicle, Wild Sheep Chase. There's another one. But stuff like that. I just love the simplicity of his work, and it just keeps me I know what to expect when I read one of his books. So stuff like that is why I love reading. I just love reading stories, plots. I have no specific genre that I really gravitate towards or choose, but I've always had a hard time delving into fantasy type worlds and settings, especially if there's a lot of terminology. But that's something that I do want to try reading more of. Okay, number 5. What book or series got you into reading? Percy Jackson or Harry Potter, excluding J.K. Rowling. What else? There was this one zombie apocalypse series that I read when I was in elementary school that I really liked, and I will try to find out what that is in the description below. But just reading that book and the next book, I was floored. Number 6, what questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I just want to know how everything is set up. Like, how did you start as a new booktube channel, and how did you just know what stuff to upload? I'm always like enthralled by booktubers like Better Than Food. I love his videos and the consistency. I'm curious about how people maintain consistency and content. And if you have any advice for new booktubers, I would love to know how everything got started from the top. 7, what challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be hardest to overcome? Views, probably. Just like engagement. There are tons of channels out there, I'm sure, who face the same struggles of just like putting yourself out there and just trying to find an audience and being able to form a community, which are all things that I want to do, very much so, but it's just hard to find the right people. But I have a feeling that once you get the ball rolling, you'll have people who will come back, who are interested in your work. It's just hard to start. 8, when did you start reading? From when I was just as young as I could talk. I'm sure that I started reading, I have a specific memory of reading the classic starts. They're shortened, simplified versions of the classics like The Time Machine, Tom Sawyer, like classic books that you would think of, and they're made for children. So my dad would get all the classic starts books. We would buy one at the bookstore whenever we visited, and I would read so much of those books. And I honestly wonder where they are right now, because I have no idea. But I loved reading classic starts. 9. Where do you read? I read anywhere. I read mostly at home, on my bed, on the couch, in coffee shops, at school, anywhere that I can just relax and open a book, I will read there. I do have a Kindle, and I have a bunch of downloads on it, and I do use audiobooks, so I have different platforms of reading as well, so yeah. 10. What kind of books do you like to read? Right now, I would say I'm in like a dark period of reading. I like to read books like The Consumer. Basically, books like Story of the Eye, which I barely started, so I have no idea what to expect as of far, but they're very graphic, yet poetic. They're very visceral, but I can read all sorts of books, like Haruki Murakami, kind of a slice of life mixed with like surrealness. I like books by Stephen King. One of my favorite books by him is The Dark Half, which my dad got from a friend and loaned to me, and I still wonder if I have that book. I really hope I do. I guess I'm dipping my toe into the extreme horror lit part of books. For example, I have The Slob in my to be read list. Yeah, so all sorts of types of books. Generally, I like books that are sensual in nature, that kind of toe the slightly, what's the word, taboo topics, just because I don't see that as much, and reading about that extremely interests me. 11. What does your book collection look like? If you can look here onto my side, you'll see that my book collection is gradually forming. A lot of the books on there I haven't read yet, and I have just not gotten to the point of reading them. But once I finish the 3 books that I have, Story of the Eye, Frisk, and there was a 3rd book, The Priest's Graveyard, I will start trying to eat away these books. Although I make pretty slow progress. I have been trying to debate if I should read a book one at a time and finish it within the month, or if I should just spread out and just read what I want to read. A little bit of that, a little bit of this. That's what I'm currently doing, so yeah. But that's it for my Booktube newbie tag. And I hope you enjoyed learning a little bit more about me and my book endeavors. But yeah, thank you so much. Bye.